Hi YouTube, it's Kathy, happy Vlogmas. So I've been reading this book recently and I'm not going to name it because I don't want to throw shade at the author. But it's an autobiographical book about somebody's experiences growing up and being really awkward when it comes to dating. Something in this book specifically mentioned a few times is the friend zone, and I just wanted to address that portion of it. The friend zone as a concept is incredibly insulting. It's basically stating that women are only around to be a romantic or sexual partner and you can't be friends with a woman. Or if you are friends with a woman, it's deemed as something lesser than. And I'm using these heteronormative pronouns because those are the pronouns that keep coming up in the book. While I can applaud the author's attempts to figure out what they're doing wrong in their dating sequence and try to figure out how they can better themselves and find a girlfriend, it's incredibly insulting to keep referring to these would-be romantic relationships as being in the friend zone. After the second mention of the friend zone, I actually checked the publication date of the book to figure out if maybe this was just an older book and this person didn't know any better, and that this was just kind of an antiquated mentality, kind of like Friends era bullshit. But no, it's fairly recent. So I just wanted to reaffirm, the friend zone is not actually a thing. I'm an incredibly awkward person and I can sympathize and empathize with the author in the not wanting to be rejected category. But the thing is, if you're interested in someone, you have to let them know. Use your words. It's much better to use your words and maybe go through some awkwardness than it is to tell yourself that you're living in this magical place that doesn't exist, aka the friend zone. How is that person supposed to know that you're interested unless you talk to them? What's especially interesting in the case of this book is the person is afraid of losing somebody as a friend by making it awkward by letting them know that they might like them romantically. And the weird thing about that is you're valuing their friendship, but then you're saying you're in something called the friend zone, which devalues them as a person. Just don't. Friends are incredibly valuable people, oftentimes more valuable than a significant other. So I urge anyone who has been in this super awkward place of liking a friend and wanting to go forward with it to not think of it as being in the friend zone. Think of it as having a friend that you dearly enjoy, but then also think about telling that person. If you don't want to or can't let that person know that you have romantic intentions, please be contented by being their friend. You are doing them no favors by deciding that you're stuck in some kind of zone. You either need to get over that person or you need to let them know. And sometimes you'll have to do both. And yes, that's scary. But give that person the common courtesy of not devaluing their friendship. I can't believe I'm saying this, but how about you? What do you think about the friend zone? Let me know down in the comments down below. I'm sure I won't get into a fight whatsoever, and I will see you tomorrow for more Vlogmas. Bye! The friend zone as a concept is incredibly... what's the word I'm looking for? Insulting. That's the word. How is that person supposed to know? Oh, there's something in my eye. That was weird.